You know how in my Volkswagen Beetle I had that bed platform built and the seats taken out? Well, we're going to Will's place and he's the one who did that work for me. He's incredibly talented. He can build almost anything and it's amazing. I set out my mat and I laid on here, and unfortunately I'm just slightly too tall. My feet hit here, my head hits the other side. I liked the setup how it was. I felt like it gave me this nice big space back here, but unfortunately I'm gonna need a different type of bed platform. By the time we went to town and got our supplies, as well as stopped off and got some food, it was already starting to get dark. So instead of rush back to his house and do what little we'd be able to do, which would be basically nothing because the sun was about to set, we decided to pull off and enjoy this magnificent sunset. It's early. It's just past 6:30. I'm about to leave. I'm hoping to be at Will's place by 9, so we have a full day with the sun to get a lot of stuff done in my van. It's interesting. There's 2 layers of this kind of stuff, 2 layers of carpet, and it's coming out. So we took all the layers of carpet and foam out and we discovered that there's a freaking hole. All right, so we have just pulled off this thing. It's looking pretty crazy. We're thinking of maybe putting a bigger type shelf here. The end of the day, it's dark outside and we're taking a break from the van build. I feel super grateful. So we're gonna wake up and finish the project tomorrow, and I'm gonna crash here tonight. Yeah, at my house right now, my mom got like the best organic espresso bean. I think we did like the hardest, I'm saying we did, you know, Will's doing it, but I think he did like the hardest or the most time consuming stuff yesterday, and then today it should all come together pretty quickly. Now I'm just driving back to my house, and we ended up finishing everything that we had on the list to complete in regards to the van. It actually ended up taking quite a bit longer than anticipated. We thought we'd get everything done in a day, and it took 2 full days, but I'm pretty stoked with how everything turned out in the end, and there was other things that we ended up finishing that I didn't quite get on film, but I'm gonna show you guys in another video a whole tour of the van build and why I did it the way that I did. So I've been sleeping on the floor here, and the reason why is because this is so cushy. This carpet is like the most cushiest carpet. I mean, look at it compared to this other one. It's super thick, and then I just have 3 wool blankets piled up and a sheet, and it's actually been pretty comfy. Right now, I'm headed to get something that's really important for my van build. Before I can do the final reveal, this needs to be in there. Oh my God. What the hell? I made a wrong turn and we're doing a U-turn. How odd. This road? No. Merry-go-round. Oh my God. I just saw a sign that said merry-go-round and pointing this way. That's kind of what I was feeling like. I was going in a merry-go-round. Oh my gosh. I gotta turn around. What the hell? I'm usually pretty good about following my GPS on the right roads, but here, let me just bust a freaking U-ey here. Ain't no cop's gonna get me. By now, you guys are guessing why. Because so much plastic, right? So much new plastic, these plastic drawers. I like the color. Guess we can't all feel 100% good about all our choices all the time. Right, so now we are entering the van. First thing I'm gonna show you is the floor. I went with carpet. This is just an extra piece of carpet that I just have here so that this can get dirty and is a little bit, you know, I can take it out and clean it or whatever. If my shoes are wet or something, I can just come in here, take off my shoes right here and leave them here, you know, and not transfer that. Hopefully this is the vision, right? See, I just have it on the ground. I don't have it. I thought I might build a bed platform for storage and things like that, but it would have changed the feng shui in here because I was too short to fit on this, which we modified this. We took it out, modified it, changed it a lot, but there was already a platform back here and it was too short for me, but I like the layout. I can just, you know, lift that up, whatever. It's really easy to deal with. You know, sitting here, kicking it, having a little cup I can put right here. I can be like looking outside out of all these beautiful windows. Originally, I thought these windows were a curse because that's so much window shades I need and stuff like that if people are gonna see in me. But then when I was at Will's in the Redwoods, I could see how I could see out of all the windows and I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is a blessing. And then, as you can see, this is my vision. This was my vision and why we built this the way that we did, because I thought, you know those plastic bins? I was like, if we could put 2 on top and I have 3 over, that's 6 bins. That's a good amount of storage space. So I can just like, oh dang, look at that. What happened when I was driving, this opened, this opened, this opened. They didn't really slide forward or anything much, but these opened. So I need to find a way to maybe run a cord or something in front of them. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. So this is my van. Oh, I almost forgot to show you something super cool. Right here. Oh my goodness, that's a freaking plug. So this is a little plug to the hole, and then check it out. I've got this piece of tubing, which can go all the way freaking down. Look at that, there's a hole to the bottom. So let's say I'm parked somewhere, I could like put a funnel in there, use my pee style. I could use this to go pee. One thing I forgot to mention about the plastic drawers, another reason I went in that direction is because they're really light. You guys give me some real good advice sometimes. Sometimes I gotta ignore you, but other times I'm like, oh dang, yes. As you can see from the title, we're gonna make air fried tamales in my van. This is the first time we're gonna be cooking in the van. My little baby food processor. So this is what's gonna make our sauce, as long as this doesn't use the whole battery. Oh my goodness, I love these bits. I always try to get like every last morsel that's on the on the husk when I do this, because oh, it's all just so dang tasty. By the way, I fully agree with you guys. I really do need to do something about this surface. I need to get it stained, protected, something. All right, here's our tamales. Oh my goodness, so much goodness in there. And I love when the edges get a little bit crispy. Yum, I love my carrots like this. I know they might look a little bit weird, but to me, oh my gosh, they're gonna be so good, especially dipped in that. Oh. I'm gonna do a little more of a review. See, I like when the yogurt is thick better. I mean, depending. This could be a dressing. But like, you know, that's what I was wanting. There's a person right there. I don't want them to hear me. So my plan was to go to 24-hour spot, go inside, get stuff to make some food, kick it in the lot, maybe do a secret 4 a.m. walk around the store with my little bro. I realized through searching that the 24-hour stores, except the one I'm at right now, are like, they're far away. And I'm like, oh, well, if I'm gonna drive that far, I might as well, you know, drive somewhere beautiful. But I'm here now. So we're gonna go get the rest of our stuff. Well, at this point, I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. So, I think I'm gonna go post at a real cool spot. I need to find a new spot. while my food cooks, I thought I could crack my beer. I brought a beer. Oh my gosh, I know it's true. Wow. Food is cooking, it's a glorious day. By the way, if anyone is concerned at all, I can park here for 4 more hours. I think I'll be all right to drive 1 beer, because I'm sure some people are gonna make a fuss. Y'all are fussy motherfuckers. Just kidding. Holy shit. I'm sad you guys missed this, but... And all of a sudden I see this big freaking bird, massive bird. It was a turkey bird, so you know how big turkeys are. There's wild turkeys around this area. If you've seen my videos before, you know this. It freaking flew up in a tall freaking tree. Definite Thai flavors in the tofu. It's a Thai flavored tofu. Come on. Come on. Come on, little bro. We're walking back to the car before the sun sets. Ambrose is shivering a lot, and I don't know if it's because he's scared or if he's cold. It is almost 2 a.m. and what happened is I woke up for a minute because Ambrose started getting a little bit rambunctious, and I looked outside and there was no cars, and I was like, this can't be a good sign. So I moved my car and I looked around and it said 4-hour parking all the time. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna move. I don't wanna get messed with. And I found this other street. And there's multiple, like there's 2 vans up there. There's a van in front of me. There is a trailer over there. So I think we're actually in a much better spot. I'm alive. I made it through the night. No one bothered me. This is actually a really good street for this. 7:14. I'm going. For the sunrise. Oh well, it's not gonna be the most amazing sunrise, but at least we made the effort to try. Well, that was amazing. Headed back home. Freaking freezing. Oh my goodness. You know what just happened? One of my drawers just freaking shot out. Better not forget that seatbelt. Better not forget that seatbelt. That's the drawer that popped out. This is a new thing. I've never eaten anything exactly like this, but I'm really excited to try it, and hopefully it's super tasty. Good thing I tested it. I mean, I would have eventually anyway, but it's too small. The one that I got from my Beetle fit freaking perfectly, and it was amazing. This one does not. Wow, we're in a cave. This is a perfect time to sun gaze. You want to be very, very careful when you sun gaze, because if it hurts your eyes at all, the sun has to be very low, about to set. But with the angle that I'm at, it's like I'm just meant to be here. It almost feels like my pupil is looking at itself in the sun. So that's what I'm looking at, and I'm just sitting right here, looking right at the sun as it sets. And I think Ambrose would have a blast here. I think I'll come here again and make another meal and have another experience here and bring him. Alrighty, my friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. We're going to take care of something right now. So my tires, there is a nail in one of the tires, and at the shop that I took it to, they said you can't repair it given the nature of where the nail is. They told me at the mechanic that they couldn't patch that tire with the nail the way that it was. And he said, yeah, they're trained not to do it if the nails are this way, but we do it all day long, and we don't want to sell you something you don't need. We don't think that you need new tires yet. And I'm like, Google review coming your way. Thank you so much. So guess what happened? I got Ambrose all ready. I was gonna go take him to the beach spot that I was at, take him for a walk there. And then I went out to my van and I looked at the tire and it was like way low. And I was like, what the hell? They just fixed this. I was like, look, it's flat or like almost flat. And they're like, all right, let's see what we can do. And they said they patched it up again. They said there was a leak, but now it should be all good. So it's been a couple days since my last video clips and finding out the big bummer about my van. So luckily, I still have my Beetle. Keep this car for just my daily driver, running errands or whatever you do with the car. This is gonna be it. And then my van is for a specific purpose of van excursions and making fun videos and bringing my cat with me and things like that. This vehicle, I will eventually get the repair that it needs, but I'm not gonna get it anytime soon because I think there's still a lot of life left in. I've been going back and forth about telling you guys what is actually wrong with my van just because it's just such a bummer and I have like my tail between my legs and I'm like, oh man. Maybe I should get it taken to a mechanic before I buy it, but then the person I bought it from, I had such good vibes from her. She seems super trustworthy. I mean, we've hung out after. She's legit come, Chino, I love you. You know, she's come to our house, helped set up this telescope. We're supposed to look at the skies together and things like that. Yeah, I just had really good vibes from her and I you know, felt really good about buying the van. But it does have issues and I contacted her about it, to be honest with you. And one of the issues she said, yeah, but it's not a big deal. Like lots of older cars have that. And then the other issue, she's like, I had no idea that was happening, you know. The mechanic basically said like these issues this van has probably had for years and no one's wanted to deal with it because the job is messy. They even said like my mechanic, they won't touch it. So it's not like they're telling me things trying to make money. They're not going to do the work. They won't do the work. They don't do the work there. Really good, honest mechanic and I'm grateful to have them. But if you need serious engine repair, they gonna send you somewhere else. They don't want to do the messy work. So yeah, honestly my sales are a little bit deflated. I'm just bummed, you know, and I'm like, dang. I thought about taking it to the mechanic and I chose not to. So my mechanic discovered the nail in the tire and he was like, we don't do these repairs because it's just asking for a blowout later on. And then I took it to that tire place, they did it. You know, it had the flat, or it was seeping air. I took it back, they fixed it. I think I'm just gonna get another tire on there as well. It's interesting because my mechanic has an old car. And even though his car had issues, he took it camping knowing that, you know, something could happen. Cause he's like, look, all right, mechanics fix things when things break. This is a messy job. It could be a can of worms. He's like, you could go in there, you could fix the problems, spend all this money and then something else breaks. And he's like, you know, it's a good chance that this car has had these problems for years. And, you know, you could just, I'm not gonna tell you not to drive it. And the worst thing that could happen is someday you're somewhere and you have a breakdown and you got to handle it, you know, and you got to take it to the shop, you know, but all it is time and money. And he's like, you'll have the experience and you'll be able to talk about it later. It's an expensive job. It'd probably be more than I paid for the car. You're probably there like, what is it? Just freaking tell me already. It's the kind of thing that everyone I tell, they're like, damn, bummer. So I know, you know what I mean? I mean, there's an option to just like do a full engine replacement. But I can't do that right now, you know, even if I wanted to, which I don't, because here's the thing. If I was even in the position where I could spend more money on a van, I would have done that, you know. I would have got a different van that's better on gas. This van is so bad on gas. It's a bummer, guys. I honestly can't beat around the bush. It just is. So the person that I bought the van called me and she was like, I didn't want to get back to you until I talked to the person, but she took the van to a place to get the oil changed and stuff. And she talked to him about how the oil pan was leaking. And basically he said that he'll look over the van, give a second opinion about the leak. Wait a minute, I didn't even tell you what was wrong. I was gonna do a nice, relaxing setup. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna listen to her, or I appreciate that she got this set up and I'm gonna take it to her guy and get a second opinion. See, she is really honest. This is why I had such a good feeling about her. She's like, I had no idea. And she bought a van, another van, cause she's got a big dog. So she bought a different van, another Chevy, but like a bigger van. And she's like, you know what, I paid 3 times what you paid for my van and I'm having issues. Basically, I had a good feeling about her and there's a reason. She's honest, she's nice, she's kind, she didn't know. right, I'm naked in here. But y'all ain't gonna see me. Y'all don't even know. I have an oil leak in the engine, the oil pan, and then my mechanic said that there was no coolant, and it looks like there's a coolant leak coming out of my head gasket. My mechanic estimated it like $4,000, you know, and he's like, look, it's like a can of worms. It could be that you fix this one thing and then other things break and you spend all this money and then something else pops up. But that's what I'm dealing with. Bummer news about my van. Because like every time I take it out, you know, it's gonna be like, wish me luck. I hope I make it. I hope my van doesn't break down. It's just not the carefree situation, you know? Whereas like, yeah, okay, obviously anytime you go anywhere, something could happen with the car, but with a car with known issues, an old van, you know, yeah.